Education and health are two of the most crucial requirements for forming a solid foundation to build a more prosperous future for humans. They are able to maintain a stable economy and create a more functional and educated population. While education is a basic necessity that should be accessed by all, however, as of now, around 264 million children are unable to attend school due to a variety of reasons, with poverty at the lead. Because of poverty, children are unable to attend school, have access to adequate food, or are obligated to attend school on an empty stomach. Long-term hunger, alongside malnutrition, can severely impact a child's learning capacity and ability. School feeding aligned perfectly with the UN's aims. The UN created 17 Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs, which were set to achieve peace and prosperity within the world. The issue of school feeding programs and LEDCs falls under the second SDG, Zero Hunger, which means that by tackling this issue, it will be a step towards a more developed world. School feeding programs are also related to many school health initiatives and programs addressing these issues, such as life and health skills within education. In low-income countries, poor health that comes in many different forms contribute significantly to poor educational outcomes. In the past, health and education did not seem to correlate, with governments focusing to tackle any issues related to either topic separately. Progressively, there has been a developing link between health and education that is being acknowledged, and there is compelling evidence that shows how children's education can benefit from broad health and nutrition interventions, which shows how correlated these issues are and how tackling one issue might help toward the development to the better in another one. Why does the world need school feeding programs? School feeding programs improve educational outcomes, such as increasing the number of years a learner will spend in school. This has important implications for other health issues because the longer children stay in school, the less susceptible they are to certain problems. According to the Journal of the Canadian of Dietetics Association, the school is an important setting where health and education interventions can be implemented. Because of their existing infrastructure, schools have the potential to become important sites for the implementation of cost-effective health and education interventions. According to the Food and Nutrition Bulletin, in many developing countries, children's hunger is worsened due to them not having a nutritious meal the evening before, so they are attending the school with low blood sugar levels. These low blood sugar levels affect their concentration and school performance. An evaluation of South Africa's primary school nutrition program states that micronutrition deficiencies have been associated with poor performance on various achievement tests. Extreme vitamin A deficiency can result in permanent blindness, with significant negative implications for schooling in low-income countries. Malnutrition. The World Health Organization considers that poor nutrition is the single most important threat to the world's health. According to the United Nations Children Fund, malnutrition is a condition that results from eating a diet in which there is a lack of nutrition, and the diet causes health problems such as stunted growth, eye problems, and heart disease. This issue dives deep into LEDCs like India, where 1/3 of the total malnourished children in the world exist. According to the National Family Health Survey, between the years of 2015 and 2016 alone, 35.7% of children under the age of 5 are underweight, 38.4% of these children are stunted, and 21% are wasted. The physical and mental well-being of a person is determined by the nutrition and vitamins that are consumed by said person. Thus, why a healthy diet is so crucial. Malnutrition and nutritional deficiency during the ages of 1 to 7 stunts their growth, as well as makes the children more prone to infectious bacteria and disease like tuberculosis, as well as the fact that it can lead to affecting mental development, minimize energy levels, reducing motivation, which all leads to problems with knowledge and education. To find a possible solution, the relationship between health and education must be taken seriously and not ignored. Look at India as an example. Its government has begun to take initiatives to combat the issue of malnutrition among students in schools by providing these students with one nutritional meal a day labeled midday meal. However, due to this being a governmental initiative, this meal is only provided such on governmental schools, which means that non-governmental schools do not have access to these midday meals and still face malnourishment. Economic influences of malnourishment. The cost of malnutrition is high, but investing in solutions can improve nutritional outcomes long term. As stated by the EU, it is calculated that 1% loss in an adult's height as a result of malnourishment equals to a 1.4% loss in productivity of the individual. However, according to the State of Food and Agriculture, it has been proven that investing $1.2 billion annually in nutrition supplements and increased production of staple crops for 5 years would generate annual benefits of $15.3 billion and would result in better health, fewer deaths, and increased future earnings.